KBTV. Thanks for having me. I appreciate your time. I'm doing well. I hope you're well. We're in strange times right now, lockdown, etc., etc. Staying home, saving lives. We'll buck up, I'm sure, very soon because we've got a lot of catching up to do. Again, thanks for your time. Keeping busy during, the lockdown, etc., etc. I'm not sure if you remember Wednesday Night Cruise interview. I said this year I would have an album out. Well, it's out. Vibes and Reflection. It's on all streaming platforms. So that's how I've kept busy. Been working from home. When work's all done, that's been my concentration outside of being a father, is using all the spare time to put the album together, writing. I've learned how to mix. So soon I'll be charging you lot. So yeah, that's how I've been keeping busy, the album. Vibes and Reflection is out now, streaming on all platforms. This is my first album. Previously, my projects were EPs. Now, I'll give you a little story of why that's happened. I actually took a break from rapping for a few years, and when I decided I was going to pick it back up again, I dropped an EP called Man Like Vindi, and that was in 2017. So that was like a little getting the rust off. So that was the first EP. The second EP, that took a bit longer to put together because then I realized how you could put music on all streaming platforms. I was learning from people like Lord Zealous and yourself how to get all of that done. So when I learned from you guys how I could put the music out, I decided Man Like Vindi 2 would be officially out on streaming platforms. So that came out in 2019, and that was my second EP. And then my third EP dropped the same year, and that was called Trust the Process. That one, I would say I kind of found myself. With that EP, I found, what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And after that EP, I remember having a conversation with Lord Zealous. I had it several times. He was like, when are you going to do an album? I was like, I don't know. So I just invested in the equipment that I needed to put together an album at home myself. And, COVID hit, unfortunately. So I just took advantage of using the time that I had to myself, which was more spare time than usual, to keep writing. And I found myself in a really good creative zone. And I managed to put together this album, Vibes and Reflection. Okay, did I find anything interesting about myself during lockdown? I'd say I still enjoy my own company. So that would be one thing that I've learned. I still enjoy my own company, and I just know how to keep myself busy and occupied. So that would be one thing I've learned. Also saw how, having so much time to yourself affects other people, because for me, I've found it as sort of peaceful, and I've had time to reflect, and that came across in the songs that I was making. But obviously you go on social media and then you see other people are like struggling to deal with being by themselves and having so much time to themselves. So for me, I've enjoyed the time where I have had to myself. I know for other people it hasn't been easy, and it's unfortunate. Okay, favorite songs. I like the whole album, otherwise I wouldn't put it out. But favorite songs, Who I Am, second single, that'd be one of my favorite songs because that's things I've put into that song which I wouldn't necessarily say to a close friend or relative. So it's just a part of me, just expressing myself a bit more, saying that this is what I'm like as a person. I'm not perfect. I have my ups and downs, and I may not be. If you think you know me, you might not know me with a few of the things that I say in the song. So I'd say Who I Am. I also like For My Baby Girl, which features my daughter Leonie, where I give her a little interview during the song, and I just let her know that I love her, and I think it'll be a good song. She might not understand all the words right now, but I think when she's a bit older and she can understand fully what I'm saying, I think it'll be something that she'll look back at and feel like, cool. I mean, she enjoys quite a few songs that I make, which is which is good, and it makes me put myself in check and let me know that, you know, you've got a daughter out there that's watching you move, so I gotta watch what I say, you know. Any music videos? I'd like to do a music video for the first single, Slow Down, which features Leon Flames. I'd really like to do a video for that one. I've got a concept in mind, so I may be hollering you about a video for that. Another song which I might like a video for would be Now You Know, which is funny enough playing in the background. Yeah, for Now You Know. It's a nice, smooth song about, you know, the talking stage of a relationship when you're talking to that significant other. You're saying that you like them and you like to take the next step. So I think that's like a nice tune. So that would be another one I'd like to do a music video for. Rappers taking up acting, I think, is a natural progression, because some rappers, no names, they're playing characters. So for them to pick up acting, water for ducks back in it. I'd say that generally rappers who take up acting roles do well, and why not? We have natural charisma, so why not put that into acting? So yeah, it's something that I take up myself. Actually, before deciding, you know, I'd like to take up music, I decided that I wanted to be an actor. So that was one of my goals prior. So if the opportunity ever opened up for myself, yeah, I'd be up for acting. First thing I will do when lockdown's over, check my family, see mum, dad, brother. Secondly, I will be looking for the first job. Not gonna lie, I ain't gone to a dancery since February. We're in November now, so it's December next week. That's a long time. I don't rave like I used to, but I would have at least hit about 2 dances by now, so that'll be one thing I'll be looking to do, is meet the boys and head to a dance, you know, get a bit wavy. So that'll be my first aim. My style of music, I'd say, is laid back. I'm a laid back person, so that comes across in the music. You're not gonna get too much rah rah like a Busta Rhymes sort of thing. The main person I'm usually compared to is Snoop, because I'm very smooth, it's very slow, laid back. So I'd say that would probably be my style of music. But it's all reality. You're not gonna hear me talk any street stuff, because that's not what I'm about. So it's just me. So all the stories on myself and my experiences, and that's what I put into the music, and that's what I hope people take from the music. Just a regular person, except I can rap, and I just put that energy, my personality, into the music. I like a bit of a laugh. I can be serious. I can be a joker. I could be cynical. It's putting all of that into one and giving you Vindi. So the album is Vibes and Reflection. If you're looking to stream that, you can do that on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, Google Music, all of those platforms, YouTube Music. It's out there now to stream. So that's Vibes and Reflection. It's got 12 tracks. I'd say the style of music in this is eclectic. You got a bit of hip hop, bit of R&B, bit of Afro beats. You got a bit of dance, stroke, house. So I've managed to combine all of those and put it into one. So that's why it's vibes, because you're getting different sounds. So that's the vibes. Reflection is me putting my own personal reflection on life into the music as well. So you've got two sides, vibes and reflection. What's next for me is to promote this album as much as possible. I know in present circumstances it's difficult, not able to perform, etc., etc. But as soon as lockdown's over and we're in some sort of normality, I will be performing as usual. I mean, we had plans this year, but curveball. So next is a lot of live performances and just promoting vibes and reflection and making sure as many people as possible hear it. So, Vindi, thanks KB for having me. See you soon.